Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska and Memorial Stadium. This sea of red ready to rock. One of the most loyal fan bases in the sport, ready to see the Cornhuskers get back to that championship level. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. The Cornhuskers will kick this away to start us off. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will have the football first here. And here comes that star wide receiver. He's got the bounce, the aura. He walks on the field with some swag saying, I'm the man, and I know it.
Well, he certainly does, and you know what? He probably should. It's founded in all the hard work that he puts in, the dedication in the summertime during practice. You can see some of the defensive backs watch him as he warms up, studying him, because they know it's going to be a long day trying to deal with this receiver.
And tackled after a small pickup there. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short on the 27. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to 3rd down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has a great end.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he's going to launch it deep again. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Buckeyes are looking to keep this drive going. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Hand off inside, looking for a touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to over.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that is a textbook opening drive for this offense. Good job of blending the run with the pass. Had a little more success throwing the football, but when it became crunch time, they gave that ball to that running back, and he knows how to get the ball into the end zone.
Automatic on the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Nebraska's offense out there for their first possession. And each team is led by a linebacker who just lines up in the middle, makes plays, and just commands the defense.
Yeah, when you take a look at the identity of these defenses, it really starts with the two of these guys. Their makeup as players is threaded into the DNA of the defense, and as they go, so does the defense.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And the sophomore making an impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
On third down, he drops to throw. And looking for a big play here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The Huskers will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
He pulls in the catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness. And
here's the throw deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. So on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after one. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The shotgun handoff here. He shreds the tackle. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Contact as he threw it. Catch made. A lot of space now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Cornhuskers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. And the Huskers will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Receiver makes the catch. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning, a chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Looking right, this one caught. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Short throw complete to the tight end. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Dump off caught by the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The Buckeyes come up to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much they
And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
They'll hand it off. That one moves the ball to the 13-yard line. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first 2 quarters in Lincoln. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On first down, it's play action. With the catch, it's Harvey. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a big gain. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. So they've retained possession. It's no turnover, but a big loss on the play. That sack sets up a second down and long. Handoff to the single back. He's found some room at the 45. An explosive play. Big gain. Spotted down near the 37. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Burns. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Cornhuskers will come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking for a gap. It's Allen. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a third down play. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. It's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. And here's the return. And he's brought down immediately on that one. Had a gutsy to try a return, but the coach may have preferred a fair catch. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Quick completion to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there. Big versus big. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. The Huskers will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. A running play called on fourth down. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. As a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Second down now after the sack. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Burns. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The Cornhuskers offense is on the move now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
This should be the last play of the quarter. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. An inside give now from the shotgun. Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Crucial third down play coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Buckeyes have first and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. It was a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third. Oh, look out. The football is free. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way.
Boy, when you're running your quote-unquote 4-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They were doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looks to the left, pass caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. That's caught. It's Harvey. Tackle made it at 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. And the Huskers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense will decline the penalty after that big gain. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wide out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nebraska. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? That's a
linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Trying to create.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, your defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Your worst case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
That ball snagged for a completion. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the fourth quarter.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
Looking to chuck it again. Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Harvey. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. The Cornhuskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. He shreds the tackle. And a timeout taken by the defense. 18 seconds left on the clock.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable with potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Nebraska.
The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And it's good. He splits the uprights with a pressure kick to win it. Well, that's college football. You're going to have your highs and lows. They had big expectations today, Kirk. They just fall short. Couldn't get it done.
Well, Chris, we sat down and talked to them, and you're right. They put a lot into this game. I think they were very confident that they had everything that it took to be able to win this football game, and now they're going to have to put